Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. How are you all? Hope you're doing very, very well. Now, it's now about 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe a bit earlier. Is it too early for one of these? I don't think so. If you've got one, crack it open now. Cheers, y'all. Now, if you saw my previous video, unboxing that fabulous Halloween canvas artwork from our good friend Steve 007 Smith, you will know that we had some more amazing packages to unopen and reveal the bounteous goodies within. And these are they. And these have come from Traveller in Space and Time, Astradyne, your friend and mine, Astradyne, known as Michael to his mum and dad. Yeah, Voyagers 1 and 2. And as usual, super channel contributor Astradyne has put a lot of weird stuff on him. In fact, on the back there, I don't know if you can see that, it is we are so fragile by Gary Newman and Tubeway Army. He's quoted that on both boxes, different bits from the same verse. A clue, perhaps, as to what is inside? Is Gary Newman inside? Who knows? And he's addressed them to, one of them's addressed to Kilt Pliskin, and the other one's addressed to Kilt McCready. Oh, incidentally, a nice Outpost 31 t-shirt there. So, without further ado, let's try to get into these, because Astradyne is, I don't know, if it's a special kind of superpower or something, to box things up so they're absolutely almost impenetrable. Well, if that is a superpower, then he's got it. But my trusty ski and do, let's start carving. Let's see what we can come up with. And as usual, I've got to be careful I don't slice through all the good stuff inside. All my own fingers. Just talk amongst yourselves for a bit. There you go. Right, what we're going to do, put that down there, put that down there, and pick this up from there. Put that on there. Here we go. Now these are smaller boxes than what normally arrives from the Astradyne Space Outpost. Normally they're packed full of goodies, and it takes hours to go through it. He's assured me that there isn't that many things here, because these are actually much smaller boxes, so he could be telling the truth. Yes, bubble wrap. Lots of, well, what do we have here? Amidst a plethora of, oh hello, hang on, has that snapped off? Already we have a casualty. Oh, it's alright, it stands. Who be that? Is that Boromir? Is this a version of Boromir? I don't know. Or even Aragorn? It does appear to me that this box is full of figures. Here we go. This is a smaller one. I'm thinking a Hobbit. Oh look, it's almost like a life-size version of me. So who's that then? Oh, is that Frodo? Is it Merry? Is it Pippin? I don't think it's Sam. Somehow. Oh. Suddenly I wish I'd got a much bigger beer barrel to put these things on. Yeah, we do have a slight problem with this. I'm going to blame myself for that, but that can be easily fixed. Put in there. Oh, and here's the dog. Hello, Roxy. What's going on? What's happening? Here. Oh, well, there's no mistaking who that is. It's Gimli. Look at that. It's great, isn't it? Now, these aren't based, clearly these are not a likeness from the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings trilogy, but they are They're not Edith and the Ralph Bakshi animated version. So I'm just wondering, which artist and his interpretation are these based on? That's great, isn't it? He looks wonderful there. Put him down there. And who else have we got? Ooh, oh. That's got to be Boromir. That's Boromir in that one. The other one, that's with the hood up. It's Aragorn in his Strider incarnation. Boromir, because there's the Horn of Gondor. Look at that. Ah, these are great. These are really, really lovely. I'm just trying to think what kind of artwork. Who was the guy that did all the original artwork for it? And Peter Jackson did bring him in to do the landscapes and stuff, and the buildings and Bree and all the settings. Oh, what was his name? I don't know. I've got a feeling these are inspired by him. And who be this? It's old Gandalf the Grey. Look at that. There is a little knapsack full of goodies there. Oh yes. Bit of lambus bread there, keep them going. And a few little sort of magical potions just to ease the day a little bit. Yes. Put in your pipe there. That's a great one, isn't it? Look at that beard. Wow. Fantastic. I'll put all these on here in a minute. Just there. Well, that's one box of goodies opened up. We have another one. I am now suspecting that in this, there's some more of these. Could be wrong. I don't know. Thus far, no connection to Gary Newman. Well, that was a red herring, wasn't it? Okay, let's see now. Let's try. Oh, where's my easiest point of access? Hello, for the guy that has a vast collection of blades and knives and swords and whatnot, I always seem to fall back on the ski and dig. Well, not literally fall back on it, that would be rather stupid, wouldn't it? But it's just so handy. Well, we have very similar wrapping, and there is definitely more figures here, folks. Definitely more figures. Right, let's see who we've got here. I'm thinking another Hobbit. Oh, please don't stab me, Ring Wraith. They're all Gingers as well, aren't they? I'm definitely evolved from a Hobbit. My big fat hairy feet as well. Put them down there. What else have we got here? Oh. Please, sir, can I have some more? Some more mithril. Who's that then? I'm loving these bases as well. Like, I mean, the whole thing is a sculpture, and the detail on them is great. And look at there's a lot of character in the faces as well, isn't there? And the elven cloak. You know, they've got I've got the elven cloak. You've seen it with the little the leaf brooch on it as well. Beautiful. I'm not sure who it is though. Again, who's this? It's another Hobbit. Now, looking the way he does, there's a bit of an arrogance and a swagger to him. Is that Merry? I don't think any of these are Bilbo. But I don't know, could be wrong. Hang on a second. I've just noticed there is like someone's name on it. Is that Simon Lawrence? 1997. These were done. So Simon Lawrence, is he the sculptor of all these things? Or the original artist? I don't know. The husky dog's just nicked all the bubble wrap. She's now shredding it. It's just what huskies do. Just making sure there's nothing hiding in there. Ooh. got another statue. Ooh, what's this? Can you guess who that might be? Legolas. Yeah. Again, very gingery hair. Roxy. She's devouring all the bubble wrap. Alright, alright. I know. It's like a feeding frenzy. Look at that now. I've got to be careful here. That bow could come away from the hand there, so there's evidence it's been stuck back on again, so I need to be careful with that. But isn't that great? It's a great pose as well. It's got that elfin long face as well. Let's see if that name appears on this as well. Simon Lawrence, yeah, 1997. And they have a little green baize underneath as well, so you can sit them on your coffee table or on your shelf. They're not going to go slippy slidey. Well, you haven't tried to stay in one place in Kilt Mansion yet, with the spooks in this place. We ain't done yet. Oh, this is not a figure. See, even the likes of these things, Astradyne manages to wrap them up exceptionally well. What's this? It's a mug, but what is the emblem here? Keep calm and carry on listening to Mid-Yaw. Ultravox, of course. Beautiful, yeah. And there's a wee gathering of stuff. Hang on. Inside here, there is another little, I don't know if you can see that there. It's the Palantir. Let's get that. That obviously fits with these figures. The Palantir. Let's try to... Kilt-Man, is it wise to do this? Is it wise? You're going to lose it in the garden. I know, I've lost the wife in the garden several times, but sadly she's always found her way back again. Ah! Ooh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that, the Palantir. You know, got to be careful of that, because the all-seeing eye will see you through this as well. And might control you. That's beautiful, that little crystal there. I'm going to have to be very careful putting all these together for a big display. Put that on there for the time being. There's another mug here. I recognise these style of boxes. Oh wow, look at this. Gary Sherman's movie set in the London Underground. Deathline. Mind the doors. I've reviewed that movie. Big video on it. Go out and check it. And a guy that was digging the tunnels, you know, for the London Underground, the train system, and after the cave-in, he and a bunch of other people are trapped down there. So they become cannibals. They live off each other, and they start eating people that wander down there. But they become like, well, they're the offspring of the miners who were trapped down there. This troglodyte race, and he's the last one going. And it's a wonderful, wonderful movie. I have covered. Gary Sherman went on to do Dead and Buried. Great, great artwork on that. Look at that. Whoa. Mind the doors. That's all he says. He carries a big, big pickaxe with him. And any unfortunates who end up going down there, whoa, watch out. Now, we move into, oh, hang on, some books and some Connie Plank. There's a raw honesty to the film that makes it especially moving. Connie Plank was one of the most innovative sound experimentalists, producing recordings that revolutionised music that still is as valid as ever. He became a hub in the new German sounds, producer, sound engineer, and musician, and man with weird hair and big beard. Awesome stuff. And the dog's having fun as well. It's a nice one. I'm not massively aware of this guy, so that'll be nice to get into. Fred Hoyle and John Elliott. Andromeda Breakthrough. Good old vintage prophetic sci-fi. Yeah. smell of that? Yeah, you know what I mean. Old books, old books. When you go to second-hand bookshops, oh wow. Not your Waterstones, not your new books and that kind of thing, but an old second-hand bookshop, like a curiosity shop, and the musty shelves, the musty pages. Oh, it smelled gorgeous. Brilliant. We have a smattering of music, landscape from the tea rooms of Mars. Yeah, that would explain why these are called Voyagers 1 and 2, these boxes. Adamant. Excellent, excellent. The ant box. These track listings are not quite right. That's a little hint from Astradyne there. Sunroof, Electronic Music Improvisations Volume 1. Nice weird blast of colour there. The Ultimate Collection of Future Sounds. Ambience goes classical. Oh, that'll be nice. From Tomita. That'll be great, that. Because, like myself, Astradyne is a huge, huge fan of experimental electronic sounds and groups and bands and musicians that use it all. And his knowledge of all these groups is encyclopedic, and he knows stuff back from the 60s and 70s, which I've never heard of. Gandalf. There's a group called Gandalf. Journey to an Imaginary Land. Yes. Moog Power, yeah. Hugo Montenegro. An album which is contemporary and intriguing, but above all, musical. Pete Shelley, Homo Sapien, hard to find. Ooh, play me first, Kilty. I will. Because I'm starting work in a few minutes, so I'll bung that on. There's something else here too. What have we got here? Well, a nice cluster of elastic bands. The Vesuvius and Herculaneum. 86 coloured plates. Oh, look at this. 86 coloured plates. It couldn't fit the word coloured on. This is obviously a vintage book as well. The wildlife has struck up. What's making that noise? Decumanus Maximus. Lots of lovely coloured plates of these rather... Oh yeah, here's Vesuvius itself. Ooh, look at that. Whoa, be careful there. Luxury accommodation there, going very, very cheap. Wow. And there's a picture of how acne begins. It builds up here in the lower portions of the skin and builds up a huge pustular mountain beneath the top surface of your skin, and then slight eruption and ooh, pus everywhere. And thus was destroyed the city and province of Pompeii. Well, folks, ooh, there we go. That's a nice little cluster, and he wasn't kidding. There was a lot less in that package, that jewel package. But let's get these guys out. Let's see if we can get all these together. That Boromir one is fabulous. So clearly, that guy is Aragorn. Well, Strider. God, I have to get this sword sorted out. It's broken off from this little plinth as well beneath, but you can go in front. In fact, you can go in front as well. So hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fellowship with the 9. There you go. You now bring that down a little bit so you can see all these fellas. Look at that. And their quest to find the elusive can of coronavirus. How fabulous are they? Aren't they absolutely wonderful? I mean, I'm presuming that's the full set because, I mean, you might do Sauron, you might do, oh God, what's the other guy's name? Christopher Lee played him. Oh dear, you know who I mean. The guy that's got the Palantir. What's his name? Oh God, I forgot. I can't believe it. It's early morning and I've got a day of work ahead of me. Um, and you haven't got Liv Tyler's character, Arwen. You haven't got any bad guys here, unless you count slightly Boromir. Borderline. Does screw a couple of things up, doesn't he? But comes good at the end. But look at these. Aren't these fantastic? What a great colourful little array of characters. Beautiful. I'm just trying to work out. So you've got Merry, Pippin, Sam and Frodo, but I'm not sure who's who. I'm guessing that these two are Merry and Pippin, but I could be wrong. And that is going to be Frodo and that's Sam. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. So folks, I think you'll agree, what a fine selection of goodies. And even the husky's made up because there's so much to to chew and destroy. Just as long as it doesn't chew and destroy these guys. So folks, I have been and always shall be kilted for your entertainment. So please, whatever you're doing, just enjoy it. And if you find at some point while you're doing it that you're not enjoying it, stop doing it and go and do something that you do enjoy instead. It ain't rocket science. Guys, have been, always shall be, deeply indebted to people like Astradyne and Steve 007 Smith for the absolutely amazing goodies that they send over. I mean, look at these. These are just absolutely amazing. Just trying to think of, have I got any free shelf space at all? I'll make space. Guys, keep it Celtic, keep it Celtic. No, keep it Celtic, keep it kilted. And I'm going to see you all. Ladies, you can't half tell that I'm flying by the seat of my kilt on this one because A, I'm half asleep, B, I've got a full day's work ahead of me, then I'm out tonight as well, and I didn't want to wait any longer to unbox this, so that's why it's kind of like, oh, he hasn't got a clue what's coming up next, he doesn't know what he's going to say next, but then again I never do. Guys, be happy, be healthy, see you all later.